So in my premonition, I feel pride, self-respect, secure confidence. This is Capricorn taking a stance. You are turning your 10 of cups into your 10 of pentacles. Fiercely. You got 10 cups, the 10 pentacles, and the fool. The fool is like new shit, like a new start. Okay? Because while I'm sitting here shuffling my cards, minding my motherfucking business and shit, look at this. Look what you got. You got build strength. You got a sharp, keen eye and intuition. You have insight. You can foresee when someone's coming for you when you haven't sent for them. And then you got don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? It has that eye on it too. Don't let nobody turn you away from your intuition. No, you really saw that shit. You see how she's rubbing her eyes? Like, did this shit just happen? Yes. Did I do that? Yes, Steve. And then I got this other premonition where the Lion King, where Simba's soul searching. At this point, his father already passed away, and he's roaming through lost lands somewhere. He does meet friends along the way, but he meets Rafiki. Rafiki would be your intuition. Your intuition, he's like, look at the water. He's saying, I only see my reflection. No, look harder. And he see his father, and it freaks him out at first. And he was like, Simba, you have forgotten who you are. You are the one true king. You got to go back to your land, to your pride, to your self-respect, to your security, to your confidence. Okay? We're going to keep these cards because I was just shuffling, minding my own business, and I love this message is strong. Trust your path right now. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You see what I'm saying? It's not like I feel like you're alone, Capricorn. It's just the reality that people remind you that they can tell that you're not alone. It's not that they want to isolate you. It's that they keep reminding you that, well, why do you want to be with me? Why do you want to be friends with me? Why do you want to hang with me? I don't have what you have. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have pride. I don't have confidence. I don't have security. I don't have serenity. I don't have peace, tranquility. I don't have none of those things you embody. This crystal right here is called the snakeskin agate. This is about strength, privacy, and self-love. Being comfortable in your own skin takes time, and what you did was you helped boost somebody's self-esteem and self-awareness. So you could do that type of stuff. You could do just that. You gave somebody confidence to step outside of their comfort zone and explore new aspects of themselves, all within your discretion. Because I don't feel like you're the type that brags about what you do. You just do it. It didn't mean anything derogatory for you. You just did it because it's an act of kindness. It's noble. It's humanitarian. You dig what I'm saying? So you could blend in with the crowd. So if you don't want to be seen, you know how to like a chameleon. Like you could blend in with a crowd. So if you don't want to be seen and wish to carry on with your activities in peace, that type of energy is for you. So someone may have came off in a sense where they felt like they wanted to blend in with a crowd and didn't want to be seen. You see what I'm saying? They and wish to carry and all while they wanted to hide behind you is what it feels like. Somebody really wanted to integrate or blend in with your pride, your self-respect, your security, your confidence. Even if they didn't outright say that to you, Capricorn, their behavior said that to you, and I feel like you had to go into retreat to really articulate this and reflect on it in a way that's deemed responsible and accountable and emotionally intelligent. You're able to facilitate a kundalini rising and encourage full embodiment of self. And sometimes you feel mysterious. That's where you could have had something in common with this person. Like, you don't want to be seen all the time. You like to move in silence. I get that. So imagine that your heart opens a little bit more every time you breathe out. Intuitively speaking, it's easier for you to receive your dream with an open heart. It could be that you lost confidence in someone or a particular resource, person, place, or thing. And then you got, what are those things that make me feel good while I'm doing them? So you could have stepped away from, you could have felt like you stepped too far away from yourself, or life, the way life was happening, it was attempting to deter you from yourself, which was the ultimate test. Test of the will. You're going to let life wash you away or wash your dreams away into the sea like it never existed. That's where you got to build the strength and don't dim your light to fit in. Let me see. I know you lying. You're very strong. Okay, it's time to move and strengthen your body in a new way. Consider a new fitness class or an exercise video, a session with a personal trainer, or any other creative strength building idea that comes to mind. You got to remember to not get caught up in your physical appearance. Strength can manifest in a body in many different ways. To maintain focus, think of a goal you'd like to accomplish that requires some additional strength, like hiking a steep trail or running a certain distance. Like you could be, some of y'all could be trying to train for a marathon or gearing up to train your body to complete a marathon. And I mean the big boy, the 26-mile one. You know what I mean? Focus on the outcome you wish to attain instead of how you want your body to look, in a sense. It's about what's the purpose. You know, most importantly, you celebrate yourself when you reach this goal. Make sure you celebrate. Don't just go to the next thing. So, what else? I picked up something else while I was talking. Um, I feel like you got caught up in your inner strength in a sense where it's like, well, yeah, I done nursed that inner child back to health now. Now I gotta tighten my shit back up. Because on this picture, she has, it looks physical, but she has internal strength. She has spiritual strength. She waters that spiritual garden. So in the process of you watering that spiritual garden, because a lot of these cards have purple on it. You see? Like she's wearing purple. This card is purple. So it's a lot about your third eye chakra was met with some resistance or some form of a challenge that someone didn't think you could do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Someone didn't think you could do it. They challenged you on purpose and they didn't think you could do it. But you did. Like you represented strength. How you came out of this was in a spirit of strength, privacy, and self-love. Okay? So let's talk about how you turned your Ten of Cups into your Ten of Pentacles. I hear the premonition, the movie He's Just Not That Into You. Remember at the end where she was trying to come on, assert her feelings for him because she realized he had feelings for her even if he didn't want to admit it yet, and he pushed her back and said, "Did I ask you out? When were we ever in a relationship? Did I ask you out? No. Okay, then why would you do that? You know, women get shit in their head, they start twisting things in their mind and turning it into something else that it's not, and it's insane." And she had to let it be known. I'd rather be like that than be like you. And this motherfucker looked at her like, "Excuse me?" She said, "I may jump out there and put myself out there too much, but at least I still care. And what the fuck you think you won because women are expendable to you? You have not won. You're alone. And I may do a lot of stupid shit, but I'm a lot closer to at least your self-love, if not romantic love. I'm a lot closer to having that love than you are. Because you are a Capricorn. You didn't have to take that shit laying down. And guess what? You didn't. So I'm not patronizing you, but what are those things? Those are some of the things that make that you can feel good about while you're doing them. Practicing not feeling embarrassed because someone can't match your depth and your intellect, your high intellect, and your level of intensity when interacting with other people. You don't have nothing to feel embarrassed about just because someone wants to make you feel stupid for showing up in a spirit of love. That's a universal energy. You know, you can't really undo that. Oh man, Capricorn, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. So those 10 pentacles is like, I may do a lot of stupid shit. Okay, I wasn't supposed to, maybe I shouldn't have done what I've done with this. Like, you can't undo the experience. You trusted the process. Even if it looked like you got cream pie in the end, your 10 of cups manifested into a 10 of pentacles. That was the perseverance. Something about you not dimming to fit in. You didn't crack under pressure. Someone noticed that about you. Someone noticed that you didn't crack under pressure. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read what this card means. And I'm going to hold these cards up while I'm speaking to you, Capricorn, because I ain't talked to you in like a week. Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness, period. We're all born to shine big and bright. God is expanding you, and you are a part of the universe. You are under his umbrella. I'm going to just say that. You're under God's umbrella. So expanding is a part of your nature. If someone makes you want to retract, notice, or slowly back away, they're not for you and you're not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light any fucking way. You know, flowers don't open and close according to who's walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. If others don't want to be around you or you make them uncomfortable, it's because you're shining light on the fact that they're dimming to fit in. And that's it. That's the hammer on the nail. You are shining a light on the fact that they are being too performative or dimming to fit in. They're being a people pleaser, a kiss somebody's butt type of person. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn up their light too, or not. And even if they don't, you keep your light on anyway, because that's how you were raised. I feel this is an ancestral energy in what I'm about to tell you. All relationships are essentially an energetic agreement. The moment one person decides to rise up and allow their light to shine, it changes the energetic agreement. It changes the trajectory and can create some waves. And that's completely normal. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy. Others won't, because they are likely born under the proviso of, I love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. That's okay too. Not all people are meant to be in your life forever. But the lesson they teach us can still live on. Is it that they're teaching you a lesson or that you're teaching them a lesson? I feel like you let them think they were teaching you something by telling you, you can't shine brighter than me. Oh, I love you. I'll love you forever, as long as I feel like I have control over how you shine your light. That was a dud. You better, Capricorn, don't, it's like a standing ovation, not like patronism, like a reward or something like that, like an award show or something like that, but you did something so revolutionary. I couldn't articulate it better myself. You did. Even the most effective mass communicator couldn't articulate it themselves. God is pleased with you because you was brave. You stepped out on blind faith. That's the foundation of your actions. Moving is like you didn't see it. You couldn't see it. You didn't see what you were supposed to be doing in this particular relationship, whether it be work, professional, or romantic, or family oriented in some way, whether it's blood or marriage. It doesn't matter. You didn't know what you were supposed to be doing, but you walked out there anyway. You didn't think that you should be doing it, but you walked out there anyway. You see what I'm saying? So now you understand it. It's like, it's not that now you understand the assignment. It's like, I know I'm supposed to walk out there on blind faith. And you did. You passed a lot of fucking tests that didn't concern nobody. It sharpens your intuition. Like, it protects your mind's eye, which would be your third eye chakra. And that's how God speaks to you. So when you recite Quran, we put between you and those who believe not in the hereafter. You must have said that or something like that along the lines, because now you're in a space where you don't see or hear nothing outside of the realm of what makes you feel good while you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? Somebody might have thought you felt good while you were doing them. You felt better about yourself when you were doing stuff with them, or committing random acts of crimes with them, like a partner in crime. But it wasn't really a partner in crime. It was really someone studying you. Someone was really studying you as to how do you do it. And they still didn't scratch the surface, because they can copy you, but they can't steal your creativity. So you can alchemist into something else, or just change the format and how you're moving, the same message can still imply. You're just changing the way that you're doing it and telling motherfuckers to keep up. So you taking in everything life has to offer, the happy and the sad, and you trust that you are always where you should be, and you are given the lessons you need to move forward. And that card is purple too. I'm gonna be honest, Capricorn, I don't think you're sad, because you don't work too hard to get to where you're at. So why would you be sad? You have everything to be pleased about. And it nobody could take anything from, they couldn't take your virginity on this one. Metaphorically, they couldn't take your virginity about this one, whatever this one represents. And I feel like it's something that cuts really deep. It's very important to everybody who's involved. And they couldn't sideswipe you, they couldn't pickpocket you. You wasn't sweet. That's what it is too. When I see the building strength and not dimming to fit in, you wasn't sweet. You wasn't easy to pickpocket. You wasn't easy to play with. You wasn't easy to let somebody just come tap your chest. Like they couldn't little boy you. That's how that's the best way I could say it at the moment. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. You see how she's lifting her veil off her face? It's like sometimes I regret opening that veil. I just like to keep it shut because it's a guard, it's a barrier, protected by Viper stand back type energy. It's like, why did I even turn the TV on to listen to the news? Ain't shit on it. And on the bottom, a new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And what I feel like with that is you stir your own romantic feelings. I don't mean to say it like your life is boring without like a partner, like you're not going to have a partner. But you're not the type of person where you just have a partner for the sake of saying you have a partner. If someone's flawed in some way or just incompetent, they just doing incompetent shit, you're going to act on it accordingly. You don't settle. That's another part about the dimming to fit in. That's how them 10 of Cups turn into 10 of Pentacles real quick with that Fool energy. That's a major arcana. The Fool is like taking a leap of faith. It could even be a little naive or come off as a little naive. So your people's perception of you is that you're reckless, or you just jump out there, or what you did was foolish. I feel like someone's trying to reprimand you. Like, what you did was foolish. That shit wasn't smart. That da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're like, get off my diabolical joker. Back the fuck off. Okay? I got 10 pentacles to show for my 10 of cups. What you got? Kind of thing. Like, someone tried to criticize you for showing up in the spirit of love. Here you go again. Here we go again. And I also heard that someone's 10 of cups, you were somebody's 10 of cups, and you are your 10 of pentacles. So someone thought they were going to hustle you. You just kept right on working, which naturally created a separation between you. You just kept, I hear working. You just kept right on working. When I see 10 pentacles, that's family. That's more than family. That's residuals to take care of your family. That's all the stability, the things that make you stable. Like, it's not even as small as a little knickknack in the house. I have a hook on the wall that holds the towel instead of just folding the towel and putting it on the counter. Just a small example, just to say, I have everything I need. I have more than what I need. I don't need a hook on a wall. I could just fold the kitchen towel and put it on the counter. But you have little knickknacks and things like that. It's more than just big stuff. When I see the 10 of Pentacles, or the 10 of Pentacles in your case. If one more time, the strength. Somebody see you as a Siberian tiger, but you're the cat's meow. You see what I'm saying? This is how you walk, your prowess. You never gave up. The reason I'm here today is because I never gave up. Now, the strength is 8 in the major arcanas, but they keep talking about strength. You're very you have a predominant masculine energy. Even if you are, like, everybody has both energies, but it does feel like you are predominant. You're a leader. You're an action taker. You know how to fix the problem. Oh, it's a problem? We can fix it. and keep it right on moving. But damn, that message keeps coming out, because on this crystal, it's about strength. It says strength on it. So you got strength here 3 times. Heavy emphasis on your perseverance. Page of Swords is on the bottom, but the Five of Swords is right behind it. And the Moon. And the Two of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. And the Three of Swords. And the Three of Cups. And a Knight of Cups. You could feel like somebody came to you already two-faced, and it feels like they were put up to it. With the Three of Cups, it's social networking, and it's right behind the Three of Swords. It's like their intention was to come in to break you down. That's what they were sent in there for. It has that element of, you were very much in love with her, and you're still in love with her, but it amused your friends to make you feel ashamed of it. You have successfully destroyed the first person you really, truly fucking loved, because I threatened your reputation, because I challenged your ego. I think that's the saddest shit on earth. That makes you a fucking lame. I'm cussing a lot, but somebody is getting ripped apart. But that's internal, and they deserve it, because you got the Five of Swords here too. The Five of Swords is the Moon is right behind the Five of Swords. That's an intuition that they didn't follow. They have the same mind's eye as you, and they abused it to get on top of you. It's ambition. So it's like, it's hard to blame the people you social networking with when you're the one that showed up stupid. You showed up ambitious. They showed up ambitious, and they showed up to see what they could take from you. And they were charming about it. With the Nine of Cups, this motherfucker could be crazy about you, because you got the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups here too, right behind each other. The Two of Cups is compatibility. Okay? You're more alike than you are different. And then you have the Nine of Cups, that's emotional fulfillment. You're the one who makes somebody feel super fucking sexy. They walked away from everybody else, or realized that everybody else's cup is minuscule to yours. This is a heart shape with this one cup in the center, and that's you. But it took for you to get a divorce, to create a distance, to annihilate the whole experience in the name of pride and self-love and strength. And I don't use pride in a derogatory way. You're very communicative. Like, some of your Mercury could be in Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but it emphasizes great communication. Like, you can articulate yourself very fucking well as if you are a Mercury in Gemini. And your Mercury doesn't have to be in Gemini. You just know how to express yourself. You know how to tell it like it is. Like, you can cut through the fluff. You know how to get to the point about what you're going to be feeling and what you don't feel, and how we're going to move forward. And you got the Four of Swords on the bottom. So regardless of if somebody thought their Two of Cups was with somebody else, is all based on trauma responses. And the Moon is the illusions, the Five of Swords. They don't see somebody's attacking them the way they attacked you. But you're not going to be around to hear about it, because you didn't dim to fit in. And I'm not saying that to patronize you. Again, it's not patronism. You're focused on the things that make you feel good while you're doing them. Well, to be clear, this person obviously thought they would feel good doing this shit to you. How about now? Type shit. With all this strength here. How about now? I told you, the girl at the end was like, I may do a lot of stupid shit, but I know I'm a lot closer to love than you are. And she left. He was never the same after that. She didn't speak to him again or nothing. It made him address how he really was feeling. What else for Capricorn? We see that you have a stupid dummy trying to fix their inner issues with you, because you're bad to the bone. You could be a nurse. Queen of Cups is empathic, loving. That's why that Nine of Cups is here. I told you was very much in love with this person. I'm sorry, this person was very much in love with you, and they still in love with you. Don't get it twisted. They drunk the narcissistic brew of somebody else thinking that we are kumbaya. You stuck because this is a grown ass person, man or woman, Queen of Cups, and they showed up as a Knight of Cups. That could be our age difference coming into fruition. But what didn't make a difference, regardless of your age, was the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups for each other. Well, let's just say it. You won, Capricorn. It's not a competition. You're right. The Ace of Swords is on the bottom, and that's the truth. Okay? You're the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Wands is behind it. And someone think it's going to be the Knight of Swords. They're going to think they're going to come back in trying to fix shit, and it's going to be like, your opinion doesn't matter. But I feel like what really grinds your gears is that you fought against a lot of opinions regarding this person, and they pulled the rug from under you. Okay? So you went on to your pursuit of happiness. Like, you were public. This is public knowledge. I don't know if you noticed that or not. It's public knowledge who you are as a high priestess. So you got the moon and the high priestess here, but then the hermit is right behind the high priestess. I don't want to say in a way where it's like shape shifting, but it is an inner knowing. You have insight. You are visionary. You're futuristic, so you can see things before it happens. That is a gift. Everybody doesn't have that, but you have it. So you see where you're going to be successful. You also see where your growth could be stumped. You also see where you have to cut off communication. You go, Seven of Wands is blocked, or they could have perceived you as someone who's not sharp because it's following this Knight of Swords. It's like, you're not as sharp and quick on your feet as me. Well, now who's laughing, dummy? It's what I heard in my mind. Now who's laughing, dummy? I don't know if they just maybe a little condescending towards you, or just maybe just arrogant. Who knows? But the Seven of Wands is like mentally blocked. Like, they tried to tell you, people tried to warn you. You had to learn for yourself. But I also see you blocking this person too. You block communication. Maybe they expect that, maybe they don't. But this Ace of Swords is like clarity, truth, graduation, celebration. This is a new house with the Four of Wands. It doesn't always have to be marriage, but a celebration is graduation in a new house. Now who's laughing, dummy? I should name your reading that. Now who's laughing, dummy? Okay. I told you you're more masculine. Or it could be this masculine, salty, with the Five of Cups. That's like I feel like they instantly regret what they did in the Nine of Wands. It's like, I drag this baby. There it is. There go your Ten of Cups right there that we were talking about. I done dragged this person through unnecessary shit when they didn't have, that was unnecessary. Five of Cups. I heard low self-esteem. They could have projected like you have low self-esteem, but they have low self-esteem. But it's something in your fight, you have a bite about you that pushed this person to be more accountable. You was a backbone. You see how the chair is hugging this man? You was a strong backbone for this person. But they can't ride the coattail of you. They have to do it themselves. They have to do the work themselves. All right, Queen of Cups. You were caring. You didn't show up aggressive. I don't think you were aggressive. But you do show up in love. You do love yourself. Look at you, poised and everything. Like, I didn't miss a beat. I didn't miss a meal. I didn't miss a nap. I didn't miss my sleep. I still got my beauty rest. My hair still has that shiny coat because of omega-3. Because I eat, you eat healthy. Ooh, child. I heard you keep your legs closed. You keep your legs closed. I heard also too, there's an intuition where you can always tell when there's too many chiefs in the kitchen, not enough Indians. Because that mermaid, that's like a fish. You get what I'm saying? You can always tell when there's too many chiefs in the kitchen, not enough Indians. Because this is like, I'm trying to be this for everybody. No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be this to everybody. 2 and 3 of cups is a 5 of cups, and the 5 of cups is here. Didn't I just had the 5 of cups? Okay, the 5 of cups was here. That makes 5 cups. Too many chiefs in the kitchen, not enough Indians. It's not even. So moving forward, what the example you're setting, moving forward, no need to apologize. Just keep it real with yourself. Ooh, that's very poised, coy, and to the point, impersonal, direct, and concise. Love that. Love that for you, Capricorn. We attract what we are. Therefore, dreaming is a journey within. What inner beliefs are still restricting you, putting you down, and making excuses that hold you back from your dreams? So you kept right on going. And this on the bottom is, even though your dream isn't possible right now, could you give it a chance to come true in the future? This is somebody asking you that. This could be telepathic communication, because again, with the purple, a lot of these cards have purple in it. So y'all could be mirroring each other. You go for the gusto while the person is like, I can't match that. Okay? This person technically is in a position to work for you, not with you. There's a difference. And I don't say that to be demeaning or degrading. It's just that you have more shit together than this person. This person qualifies to work for you, not with you. Which doesn't always mean anything age-wise, but energetically or just emotionally, you have to teach it to this person because they don't have that certification, that degree, that qualification. They have to learn it. That's how I mean it. And this is you. So this would be you. We attract what we are. Okay? Whoo, child. And this person very much probably wants to be closer to you, but maybe in the future. They're made to stand back on their heels. They're made to realize, I can't be more than what I am. I don't know if I just feel like someone probably agitated failure. And when I split the deck, yes, the ego took over with the devil and the 8 of Wands. The ego took over. I was gonna say death or transformation. So maybe it's been an ego death for you, and now it's this person's turn. It's about to be an ego death for them. I'm just saying. Somebody came in and agitated failure with that red, made them feel like they can't do it. Look, these of all the cards that's colorful, these the ones that match. So that's a point. And that 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Someone successfully segregated your person or your somebody you can grow the distance with. They successfully segregated you guys. So what happens next? I could be newsy one good time and you're rich. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. While they're expecting you to be in your head about what this person might be doing to flirt, they're expecting this, because that ties together. People come out socializing and they're very performative, but they're really like empty spirited inside. Meanwhile, the other person is like drowning. It's like a polarity. No. Duality. It's a duality. If one is like this, the other person got to be like this. But if you notice that emotions and the mental tie together, so it's like, you should feel upset. I want you to feel upset that I'm doing all this stuff to make you feel upset. I'm extending my lighthearted energy. But in all actuality, they feel fucked up inside. They feel empty inside. Ouch. They feel empty inside. Okay? Because you're standing on business. What else? Separations at the bottom. A time apart from your partner is on the horizon. They're going to feel your ghosts. You see all of like the smoke is around her. Like he misses her. Like he can't. I'm just saying. I hear Fantasia. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Free yourself. Ooh. Well, this came out. I don't know why this is in reverse. Upset. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So you made a mistake. Not you made a mistake. Someone could have made a mistake. Because they don't want to allow the situation to unfold. They want to be the narrative. It's the thing of it is, you can't expect to win if it's always going to be a game from the beginning. That's why we saw that Knight of Swords, right? And you're captivating. Eight of Wands means you're set to take off. You're a Queen of Cups, Capricorn, but the devil, you show up in your own energy. You're very persuasive. You practice the art of seduction. You are the teacher to what this person think they're doing to you. That's why you're very poised, coy, prideful, self-respectful, secure, and confident. You see what I'm saying? You're going to attract somebody any day of the week with the Eight of Wands. You see what I'm saying? Like that's a big yes. That's fast moving. Okay? Your influence deeply impacted somebody for the long haul. That's true because it's a major arcana. But what's the point of why does the person doesn't want to let go of control? They don't want to admit the fault. They feel a little ambiguous that although they're not seeing other people, or they may not be as heavy on the scene as they traditionally like to think that they should be, you won by default. That's just what it is. You won by default. What's the devil? The devil is your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So, and they're trying to control the narrative that because that's your soulmate. And on the bottom is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. You've been through this too many lifetimes to give a shit. I feel like you're not impervious to pain because you don't feel pain. You feel love. You feel love. They feel pain. That's why they're trying to mask it and be super controlling like this. They're masking this. Although it comes off as projection, like I want you to feel like this, what you're really doing is picking up the fact that they feel like this. But they're masking it like this. So they don't want to let go of control issues. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Capricorn, if you want this person back, start acting like it. If you don't, then you won't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.